So, thank you. It's a new year.
It's a new year. 2025, a year of breakthrough. That is me. A year of breakthrough.
Many Kenyans, yes, are expectant. I've talked to some. Wanasema they are looking forward to a year that is fruitful and prosperous.
Absolutely.
But 2024 was a challenging year.
Hey, will I say challenging, or I'll say it was a year when I look in the Bible, in the times of the Israelites, the book of Leviticus, how they struggled is what Kenyans have gone through. So I'm hoping Kenyans will also move from the chapter now. That's our prayer, that we can come out of the book of Leviticus and now move to where we feel there's restoration. I think every Kenyan is praying for restoration, praying to see things happening. I will not say they will happen as we normally want as Kenyans, shortcuts. No, sure, Kenyans. But I know those who will be in the right track, they will be in the right spirit, they will believe and trust and know its determination and working hard, they will find it better.
So Mwesh, as you have rightly put it, Kenyans have been struggling in so many ways.
Yes.
Look at the high cost of living. When you look at heavy taxation, most Kenyans, and let me say a majority of Kenyans, have been complaining about high taxation and the high cost of living. But you move around, you see also dilapidated, destroyed infrastructure. When you look at roads, moving from one place to another, not just in Nairobi, the whole country, is a problem. So when you sit you as a leader, which are the key things that you think, besides the Kenyans you've talked to, the people in power, the people controlling budgets, from the president to governors, which are the areas you think they need to address?
Well, first, let us say, as you say, high cost of living. When we were closing the year in the festive season, it was the most challenging festive season. And you could see, not just in Dagoretti North, but I saw in Honorable Engineer Sudi's, engineer in quotes,
You have to clarify.
Yes, but he's a good engineer. He's a fixer of many things. In Sudi's constituency, in my friend Governor Susan Kihika, and I want to wish her a happy new year, is that you could not believe the numbers that came out to look for that food. I remember we were doing our finals at Lavington, and I had 10,000 people. And in the truck, I had unga like 700 to 800 bundles. And we gave and cleared everything. And we ended up now pleading with the young youths who had come to just give them a token of going to have, we were to have some tea, and we realized you can't cook tea for all these people. So you'd rather give them the 100 shillings for someone to just go and have the tea somewhere else. So that's what we did. But it taught me a lot. And the women were, it was a place where I was asking God, here, if you joke, you can have a stimpet for no reason. So what am I trying to say that? In our country, regardless of many things we are doing, can we just first take care of food security? Because food is dignity to everyone. When you have food, you reduce all these other challenges that we face. So why can't we concentrate on food? Why can't we, as a country, I know the president is working on, yes, the fertilizer and all that. But then the other thing we now need to work, even as we say there's a basket of food, the costs.
When you look at it, the year 2024, Kenyans expressed their anger in many ways, going to the streets. Some went to parliament, a good number, and you know what happened? You were in parliament at that particular time.
Yes.
Are you seeing that level of anger spilling into 2025? Because we have seen even in the last few months of 2024, including in December, we saw even people trying to draw pictures that depict the president in manner that shows just how angry they are towards not just the president, but the entire government.
Well, yes, I say it's spilling. But then 2024, even on the 25th of June of 2024, for me, what nobody has answered me is that we refuse as Kenyans always to look at both sides. So, those who felt it was okay to come, we were told we were not listening on the finance bill. But I haven't seen the same people giving me an answer. You know, you should assume sometimes. You know, when you're doing your thesis, you know, the way you hypothesize and you think. Nobody has ever thought. So if Elachi all were dead, what next for Kenya? I need someone to give me that picture, 2025. Let's not just assume. Let's not just do things for the sake of. Assume we were not there. Those who were thinking that was the right way of doing it, they haven't given me a solution.
But you know, they say that sometimes when the people in leadership and the people who have the power, when they don't listen.
Yeah,
most
I
of the
agree.
times what we have seen even across the continent,
yes,
people take back their power.
Exactly.
And one of them is through demonstrations.
No, the Kenyan one should go beyond. See, I thought they went beyond when they were saying now we are dead, all of us. Assuming we were dead. Where is Kenya?
They assumed we'll have elections.
Remember
they were calling for elections.
Yes.
They were saying, people, we need to...
Give me the span of planning the election. Yeah.
It's a 5 year
I know I'm
cycle.
not supposed to... Exactly.
It's a 5 year
So what am I trying to say to Kenyans? So 2025. So we were angered. We have done all these things. We ended up doing things. I have realized everyone is fearing. So me, who studied security and worked in security for some time, very quietly with the late Honorable Mishoki, trust me, you can be angered, but do not, and I want to repeat in 25, you don't need to put your president in a coffin. You don't need to do that. You can do any other thing, but don't, because the law, as much as you look at your constitution, you don't look at the penal code. It is wrong.
What does it say?
I will not say now, but I'll tell you, in any country, even in the US, it's treason. It's as simple as that. So you want to deal with the president, deal with him the right way.
So
go there, do a petition, look for him. But this one of doing things without knowing, because you know our children will think it is okay. It's not. Trust me, if you were in Uganda, in Tanzania, in any country around Kenya, you will not be like saying, we are not seeing them. They will be bringing you your son, also in the same coffin. You know, it's good to tell our parents. So let us try and help our children. You are angered. There are many other ways to do it. Don't do it that way. So, it's not right.
So it means by drawing, for example, or whatever they used, if it's AI or whatever.
Yes.
But drawing the president in a coffin is the same as imagining the death of the president.
Not imagining. The same as saying, if you find him, you'll shoot him. But before he dies, you know, you'll have You'll go with so many, isn't it? Yes.
But now, does it justify the abduction?
It doesn't. That's why I'm saying it does not justify. Now, what the police now are doing wrong. When something is wrong, get the person. Let him stand in trial to know it was wrong. But abducting and now letting it just like that is not also helping the young people to understand it is wrong. And anyway, the best thing we can do now is to just amend the Cyber Act and now put in, if you want to use my image, then I must do a consent for you to use my image. If you don't, I have a right to take you to court on trial. So that amendment has to come in Parliament, and we will do it. Because it will not just because of the president. It's because of many other things. And it's not just the president, no. It's because many Kenyans are hurting because of also how we are doing things. Parents are hurting, you know. We use AI, but you forget you're not hurting just this one person. You are hurting many others in terms of their family, in terms of the children, and many other things. So it's not just about the president. It's just that if we can go up to the president, it means any other person, you won't care about them. You won't care about that family.
When you look at even the social media platforms, when you look on, for example, on X, Instagram, where, for example, the materials are being posted about the president, what you see is the anger that people have.
Exactly.
Is there something that the president can do to cool down the anger that Kenyans have? Because it looks like every day we sleep and every day we wake up, the anger grows among the people.
I know.
Yeah.
And you see, this is what I'll tell Kenyans. When you go back to Rwanda in 1994, before the genocide, we did all these things. Rwanda did. Do we learn from it? Or do we want to see, maybe also, is it time for Kenya to go through that process so that when we wake up one day, we will now handle our country the right direction? Is it because we have not seen that? It's a question we need to ask ourselves as a country. Are we ready for it? Because, you know, those who will go, we go. Those who remain must build Kenya, isn't it?
Yeah. We've seen quite a number of leaders, most of them your colleagues in parliament.
Yes.
And especially those who are on the side of government, the side of the president.
Yes.
On the issue of abductions.
Yes.
We have seen them come out and claim that people are abducting themselves.
How? How do you abduct yourself? You see, that talk, we should not do it in 2025. We should just be honest to ourselves so that we clean our country. Nobody abducts himself unless you have a reward. You have a reward of some amount of money you want to win. So you abduct yourself, and then the next day you come and say, "Oh, I'm here now," and
you beat yourself.
And you beat yourself, and yeah. But I don't think so. I think what we need to do as members of parliament in 2025, isn't it good also to reflect in ourselves and ask ourselves, for 2 years, we have had a privilege, each one of us, to serve in our constituencies. Not everyone likes us, by the way. For me, you know, now I've come to learn, be just like Kibaki. Some of these things, you keep quiet. Some of these things as a leader, you just keep quiet. But keeping quiet doesn't mean you're not going to do the right thing. Then do the right thing. Then proceed and focus on what is best for you. Because one of the challenges we face right now is we answer on everything also, even as leaders. Sometimes keep quiet and then come out with a better answer. But don't answer everything that passes you. No. Then you'll find yourself answering even what was not right, I mean. And that's why sometimes we say, do we, all of us, need to be answering everything on social media? No. No. But make an action that will answer what you have seen on social media. And that action should be actionable enough. But don't answer it on social media. Now do the action. So if it is abductions, why? Why have we arrived here? So both of us must ask that question. Resolving, you don't need to abduct to resolve. If someone has done wrong, pick him, arrest him the right way, take them to court.
The former deputy president says, who is Rigathi Gachagua,
yes,
says the government has a police force that is detached from the main police force that only answers to the president. And he alleges that it's this group that is abducting people, and that is why you cannot trace where these people go. You can't find them in a police station. You can't find them anywhere.
Well, the last time I knew my former deputy president, he was a truthful man. He needs to show us the building in 2025 and show us a few of these policemen, because they created it that time. They didn't know it will come around to eat them. They created. When Uhuru left, they said he had one that used to harass them. So then they came and promoted this one and forgot. And they are still making the same team.
They made another one.
The more stronger one.
So probably what they did is destroy Uhuru's team.
Exactly.
And create their own.
I want to say governments are perpetual.
Then Gachagua leaves.
Just pick them. Civil servants, they come in and they work for the person who has taken over. Why did you break this one and form this crazy one? Because this one of Uhuru, they feared a bit of these abductions. They never used to do it so much. But now this one is, it's on rampage.
It appears ruthless.
Very ruthless, on rampage.
You can't say, what Kenyans are fearing is that you can't critique the government today. If you critique,
no, I think you can
disappear.
No, you don't need to disappear. Critique and give a solution also. You see, Kenyans, let me ask Kenyans in 2025. So who is our president? He's a Kenyan. Mm-hmm. He was built in the days of when? The days of Moi. So he has worked in every president's hand. Worked with Moi. Worked with Kibaki. Worked with Uhuru. And here he is. Who do you want him to be? What type of a person do you want him to be? And where is the best Kenyan that is best than William? I don't see. God gave us who we are.
Speaking of the best.
Let me tell you, God gave us and told us, look at your president and look at you. Ask yourself, who are you as a Kenyan? Mm-hmm. The things he do we do? He loves money. Don't we love money as Kenyans? Oh, we love money, Kenyans. We can kill to have this money. I saw some and we can do shortcuts to have this money.
When you talk about shortcuts, I saw some posts yesterday.
Yes.
That he had been rated as the second most corrupt politician in the world.
By who?
By an organization called OCPPR or something like that.
So what were you using to rate him as most corrupt? Who is the number one corrupt, by the way? Whom did they say was number one?
I didn't even mind reading about the details.
Corruption started even the days of Jesus. You see, people forget, they think corruption just started now. No, it is in the Bible.
But it has to be, even if it's there, it has to be to certain levels whereby...
No, what I'm trying to say... he hasn't finished.
I'm saying generally in Africa, when you look at it,
yes.
I'll give you a good example.
Yes.
Not going beyond Kenya, within Kenya.
Yes.
There was a particular time, 3 dams were in the process of construction.
Yeah.
Itare. We could talk about Itare, right?
Yes.
Then there was...
Kimorer.
And Aror. Today, the dams are not there.
Yeah.
What I tell people simply is this. Losing money is not necessarily about losing the physical money.
Yes.
Because there was a plan. Even if you recover the money that had been put there, it's still a loss. Because within the plan, for example, if the plan said the dam will be constructed in 3 years, then after the 3rd year, people start using it.
Yes.
We're talking about farmers. We are talking about people who will be employed on the farms. We're talking about the income that will be generated, and kids will be sent to school. It's not happening. So it's a loss. And a big loss.
Yes, very big one.
So I'm saying...
Me and you that time, we knew it was a big loss.
Yes.
But Kenyans went against us and said, no.
And voted.
Togo Keratene. Toga Dure Ruto. Why are you complaining now?